Hey everyone, I just want to let you know how you can use your Jonah Good Book Guide to study this summer. If you're with us and you can come meet it with us on Monday night starting in June, that's great. You still need to do your homework. If you can't, you can still do this and get a lot out of the book of Jonah. And this is a great tool to help you with that. So this has 6 weeks of studies, as you can see right here. And the way I usually go about doing it, I've been using these for my personal study with my grow group that I have here at the church. I usually start by looking at the introduction that it has. And so I want you to read that, how to use the Good Book Guide, but also look at why you study the book of Jonah. Make sure you read those things, they're important. Then you have your first week, and of course, it begins with a timeline, and you can see where it lines up with the rest of Scripture. But then you also have this part of studying. So it starts with a question for each session, and then your investigation part. And so what I encourage you to do, take one investigate section per day. And so you'll read 2 Kings 14 verses 23 to 27. And so it might not start in the book of Jonah, but it kind of gives you a little understanding of Jonah by showing you a different passage up front. And so you'll see why that is. But take that, study it. That's one day of study. And then you can start studying Jonah from there. And then you apply the next day. Use the apply section. Read the passages that you studied and do this apply section. And then there's a getting personal thing. That might be another day that you do. You read the passage again and you get personal with it to see how it applies to your life. And then do the next investigate. Read this section of Jonah. Study that. Then this explore more. I always find these really interesting because they help you to just get deeper into the text and understand the text, talking about prophets and things like that. So check that out. That's another day of study. And so you see how you can extend it throughout multiple days of study. You might get 5 days out of it. It might just be 2 or 3. And definitely, you can finish this whole section in one study. If you sit down for an hour or so, you can definitely finish it in one study. And that's fine if you want to do that. If you have other things that you're studying, feel free. But but you can also split it up to fill up most of your week in your own personal time of study if you don't already have one. So I think it's a really good tool. Another cool thing is you might get stuck on one of the questions that the author of this study has you looking at, and you're like, what do I do with this? Well, there's this leader guide, and the leader guide definitely gives you some more introductions and things like that, and some more stuff to look through. And we might use that more on Monday nights when we meet together to talk. But then in there, it has each section. And so it will give you the answer. So whatever question number 5 is in session 1, this is the author's answer to that question. And I don't have a problem with you going there and checking it out and seeing what the author has to say so that you can it could help you jog your memory or help you to understand what the author is trying to get you to ask. But do be diligent in thinking about it on your own. But there's times that I even have to go, I'm like, what is he talking about? And so I go back here and I look at it, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense when I see his explanation on that. And so we are going to begin. The first day of study is on June 1st. June 1st through the 7th. The first session should be done then. And then we will meet our first time on Monday night, the 9th of June. And we will meet at my house. And I'll give you those details. And yeah, it's going to be good. And we'll go consecutively till we finish up those 6 weeks. And so it's going to be good, and I hope you enjoy this study.